Hi, I want to talk about labels today. Another word for the kind of labels I'm talking about might be a diagnosis. And the labels and diagnoses I'm talking about come from this big book right here called the DSM. Look at all the different categories in that DSM. Tons and tons and tons of things in there. That book was written as a way for one therapist or mental health professional to speak with another mental health professional. So rather than having to write down, John experiences a lack of concentration. He has difficulty focusing. Sometimes his moods are out of control. He wants to walk out of the classroom instead of sitting in his seat as long as he is supposed to. Instead of writing a whole page of description about the things you experience, I may use that label ADHD. When I talk to another therapist about you, it's shorthand. It's a shortcut way to describe what you experience. But you may already know that two people with the exact same label could be very, very different. I could have Tommy, who has a major depressive disorder, and he's sad and he wants to be alone. He doesn't like being with other people, and he doesn't see much hope in the future. But I could also have Susie, who has the same diagnosis, major depressive disorder. She could be angry at the world, wanting to hurt herself and wanting to kill herself or something like that. So those two people with the same label could be very, very different. So we need to be careful with the label. When you think about yourself, I would hate to think that you ever thought, I am bipolar, because that's a mistake. You have mood swings, and sometimes they can be really big, and you don't have a lot of control of them, and medication sometimes helps you control them. You have that, you experience that. It's not who you are. I am bipolar is a ridiculous thing to say, and if you've ever said it, please don't say it again, because it's not a label you should stick to yourself. Don't put that bipolar on your head for everybody to see. Don't do that. You experience these symptoms. That's it. And if we had more time, if every therapist had a ton more time, we wouldn't be using those labels. I personally would be checking that book and never looking at it again, because I really don't like it. I don't like it at all. I would be sitting down with another therapist and saying, this person has some needs, and here's the needs that this person has, and we could talk together about how to meet those needs. This person needs help getting organized. This person needs help building a better life and believing in a positive future. This person has learned, because things sucked early in his or her life, that adults can't be trusted. And we have to help that person learn when is the right time to trust. So I would be sitting down and having those long conversations with other mental health professionals. And then we would know, both of us, what it is we can do in order to help you not have those kind of symptoms or problems anymore in the future going forward, okay? So you would never need the label if we had enough time to sit down and have long conversations about all those things. Those labels are just shortcuts. So if you're wondering what your label is, I encourage you to not do that. And if you think that you want to make sure what your correct label is, please let go of that feeling, okay? You do want to know, what is it that you're struggling with, in order to be able to discuss the things you're struggling with a mental health professional, get help, and move past them. Sometimes we need to put a label on you, and I'm sorry, in order to be able to prescribe medication, or in order to justify therapy sessions, stuff like that. It has to do with insurance and licensing regulations and all that. So there are times when we need to use that label for, bureaucracy's sake. I don't know what to call that, but we're using the label as a shorthand, and we're not sticking the label to your forehead. Johnny's this or Johnny's that. Johnny experiences this and Johnny experiences that. So what I would like you to do right now is to write down the labels that you know have been given to you. I don't care what they are. Reactive attachment disorder, PTSD, ADHD, depression, schizophrenia, whatever your diagnoses are, whatever the labels that have been put on you, okay, write them all down, crunch them all up, toss them in the garbage can where I put that big purple book, okay, get rid of the labels. Now, sit down and write, these are the things I struggle with. I get angry too easily. I am very disorganized and never get to school on time. I feel really sad and hopeless about the future. Write those things down. Those are not labels. Those are things we can deal with and we can talk about, but they're not who you are. Okay? Please ask me questions if you have any questions about that. And please throw away your labels. Thank you.